What's up, family? Welcome to Speak. It's about to be an incredible Monday show. I'm Emmanuel Acho. That's the one and only Dave Hellman. He's excited. Joy Taylor, she's happy to be here. Shady, he always happy. Eagles all-time rushing leader. Put some respect on his name. Now, we got to talk about the game everybody was watching last night. Justin Herbert, once again, takes a loss. Eventually, he got to stop losing. Now, I get it. I get what y'all want to say. Look, Acho Herbert did his job, but did he? With 31 seconds left, Justin Herbert takes a sack and then gets picked. Now, for context, last week, you saw Tom Brady. The week before, you saw Josh Allen. You've seen guys with less time make plays, but not Justin Herbert. That was the sack. And now here, 2nd and 15, he's going to throw a pick. These things matter. He threw a 60-yard strike early in the game in the first quarter, but that was a long time from that pick that cost himself the game. Justin Herbert's last pass, interception. Patrick Mahomes' last pass, touchdown. But here's what's most important. Justin Herbert's now 5-5 on the season, on pace to once again miss the playoffs for the third consecutive season. I want y'all to see the quarterbacks with 30 starts through their first 3 seasons who have missed the playoffs. Now, these are the ones that have made them. Josh Allen, Burrow, Griffin, Lamar Jackson. You see the list of the names of quarterbacks through 30 starts through the first 3 seasons that made the playoffs. Guys like Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, they've done that. But now look at the quarterbacks that have missed the playoffs. This is what's most telling. Blake Bortles, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Jameis Winston, Ryan Tannehill's the best name on that list. Justin Herbert. That's not a good list to be on. The game was amazing. Patrick Mahomes was amazing. Justin Herbert made great plays. But it's time we call it what it is. And Justin Herbert, what it is you losing once again. Had to get that off my chest, Shady. I had to. Was it a good Chiefs win or a bad Herbert loss?
I think it was a good Chiefs win. I think it was a great Chiefs win. I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Andy Reid. Like, I know what I said about just not having Tyreek Hill, be a different offense, but man, they're running like a machine. They can't miss. Travis Kelce is a dog. The best quarterback in the game, Patrick Mahomes, is a dog. I think it was a great game by them. The Chargers came down there and scored, put pressure on them, and what did they do? They were right down the field and scored. Let's just talk about that drive, their last touchdown drive. By the way, that was great by Andy Reid. He seen that they had Darwin James head-on-head, man-on-man with Travis Kelce, right? Bump and run type of coverage. Mm-hmm. The first the first play, it was like he chip blocked. Same formation. The second play, same formation, lined up the same way, fake chipped, and they did a pick route, a rub route. And then he went off and did his thing. That was so great. I just think, that offense, the Chiefs offense, they're lights out. So it was a better win.
Good Chiefs win.
Better win for them, yeah.
Joy, where are you staying? Good Chiefs win, bad Herbert loss.
It was an amazing Chiefs win. But we've seen that. We've seen it a million times, It's not that it's less impressive when we see it, but that's what makes this more of a bad Herbert loss. I'm not all the way with you yet because they haven't missed the playoffs yet. If they do manage to crawl their way out of this and make it to the playoffs, I'm going to have to give them credit.
Sure.
But the season's not over. Yeah. But you gotta beat the big dog. You got to do it at home. And I get the Chargers don't have the best home field advantage, but you got to do it. Like this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to split the season series in the division, and they're not doing it. And he can't throw an interception at the end. Now here's the reason why I've got to give this criticism to Justin Herbert. When Patrick Mahomes did this exact same thing earlier in the year and threw the interception in the Bills game, we did not let him off the hook.
Not at all.
That man has a league MVP, a Super Bowl.
You do.
And a return Super Bowl visit.
Yep.
Don't even need to compare resumes to Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. So if we're going to give Patrick Mahomes a hard time for throwing that.
Wait, did we?
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. No, is he still the best quarterback in the league? Is Josh Allen better?
I'm over here like I didn't give him a hard time for that.
I didn't.
We did not let him off the we did not let him off the hook entirely for throwing that interception. Now, we didn't erase his entire legacy because of it, but he got some criticism and he deserved it. He threw an interception at the end of the game. All right, well, Justin Herbert has to do that, and even more because he doesn't have the resume that Patrick Mahomes has. So you got to give him criticism when it's in your hands and you don't get it done. What would happen if that was Tua that threw that interception? They would burn.
Think about that.
No.
They would burn the league to the ground.
No, but he's playing so well that they give him love.
If Tua threw that interception in that moment with an opportunity to win the game, 3 timeouts, they would burn it to the ground. If Burrow did it, when Burrow was struggling early in the season, we were on his head when Burrow was struggling. Jalen Hurts No one will even say he's a franchise quarterback. Everyone's like, oh, I just need to see a little bit more than this 8-game win streak. I just need to see a little bit more than winning against the Colts. I just need to see a little bit more. But somehow Herbert it's just the softest little landing.
Softest
little landing.
You know why? It's because, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but like, I see Justin Herbert drop back and drift out of the pocket and uncork that freaking rocket launcher throw to Joshua Palmer going against the grain.
Was beautiful.
Yep, over the
80
mountains.
yards in the air, over the mountains. It's easy to be enamored with the guy. I fall in this weird in-between where I get it. It's totally fair to say Justin Herbert deserves some criticism. But I lean more toward a good Chiefs win, I guess, mainly, and I don't want to say it because I know what's going to happen. So I'll just do it. Happy Monday. I'll be nice to you. I expected the Chiefs to beat this banged-up Chargers team. I expected the Chiefs to beat a Chargers team that has lost the vast majority of the help that Justin Herbert was supposed to have. Even, he got his receivers back in this game. Mike Williams didn't finish the game.
He didn't.
So even in a game where he had a break go his way, it's hard to take the Chargers seriously as a contender because of all the things they've lost over the course of the season. And then Patrick Mahomes goes in and does what he always does. So I'm just like, yeah, the Chiefs are the best team in the league for my money, and I'm not particularly surprised by any of this. And if you want a dog on Justin Herbert for not coming through in the clutch against a much better team, you can do that.
Don't do that.
I just don't feel that.
You see how I try to verbally manipulate that?
I just don't feel that strongly about it.
You want a dog on Justin Herbert for not coming through in the clutch versus a much better team. No. Here's my issue, Dave, and let me say a lot of things. Let me start with this. You remember the name Jim Jeffcoat?
Yes.
Jim Jeffcoat, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
His son, Jackson Jeffcoat, played basketball playing out west. Playing against his son one time, playing basketball, comes through the lane, two hands, cocks it back, yam, dunks, whole arena erupts. My coach came to the sideline after he called timeout. He said, hey, remember, a dunk's only worth 2 points. Remember that Justin Herbert 60-yard bomb that you were enamored with, hey, it's worth 6 points. That pick that Justin Herbert threw that cost him the game, it was worth the game. So I'll start with that. Shady, here's what I have trouble with, though.
Bring it to me. How did he talk to you?
Why in football is this the only place where we focus more on positives and negatives? In relationships, somebody could be perfect all day. Don't let them be 5 minutes late to dinner. You won't forget the flowers they got you. You won't forget the sweet nothing text message they sent. All you can think about is the wrong that they did. Political affiliations. A party might have a bunch of good things they stand for, but that one negative that you don't like, that's all you're going to be fixated on. But with Justin Herbert, he throws a pick with 31 seconds. Keep in mind, last week, Josh Allen, 30 seconds left, marches down the field, sends the game in overtime. Week before, Tom Brady, 42 seconds left, marches down the field versus the Rams, wins the game. But Josh Allen, with 30 seconds, you're going to take a sack when you should have passed it, and you're going to pass it when you should have ran it. And we're not going to pay any mind to that because you were playing a much better Chiefs team. No. It's time to win games in moments like that. Your former teammate, my former teammate, Jason Kelce, he said one of my favorite quotes over the weekend.
What is that?
He was talking about Dallas Goedert when Dallas Goedert got face mask and got hurt. Jason Kelce said, hey, it's not a face mask. The reporter said, huh? He said it's not a face mask. You want to know why not? Because the ref didn't call it.
Yeah.
And it's a loser's mentality to think that something happened that didn't occur. So Justin Herbert didn't have a winning performance. Why? Because he didn't win.
So they scored with 1 minute and 46 seconds left, right?
Yes.
I was thinking when watching the game, why didn't they drain the clock? Right? They had it. They had a possession of the ball, first down. It's like first and goal. Why didn't they drain the clock a little bit? Because you know that you got Andy Reid and you got Patrick Mahomes. I didn't like that part of the game, but I'll say this. What you want him to do, though? Right? He go down there and score with 1 minute something left, okay? Hear me out for a second.
I'm hearing.
And then when they get the ball back, you show them clips.
Yep.
There's Chris Jones is all in his face.
7-man protection.
What do you want him to do, though?
7-man protection.
I don't care what the...
Don't take a sack.
Time out.
7-man protection.
I don't care.
Don't take a sack.
I heard you, Coach. Hey, I'm saying back to you, Coach. What do you want him to do when the defender's all in his face? What are you supposed to do with
Throw
that?
the ball away, Shady. Hey, Dave, I got a question. Again, I didn't play that long in the league. I played 4 years in college. But I have a question. Can you carry timeouts from one game to the next?
No, you cannot.
Okay, so they finished the game with 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
Brandon Staley is not like a to-go meal, big dog. You can't put it in the fridge and eat it later. The timeout.
So give him some of that.
No, because Herbert's on the field. Joy, he had some thoughts, though. Did you want to retort to what Shady said? Because you were also had thoughts about the final possession. Where do you stand with Justin Herbert? Why do you need him to convert in moments like that? Is a better
Leftovers be fire, though.
They do?
Everybody don't eat leftovers. I love leftovers.
I love leftovers.
To answer your question about why we always focus on the positive, it's because this is hard. It's hard to win football games. A lot of things have to go the right way. It's hard to play the quarterback position. But we give you so much praise when you play the quarterback position at a high level that we elevate you over everything else that happens around you.
True. And money, too.
Yes. So when you don't get it done, you got to keep that same energy for him. I like Justin Herbert a lot. Personally, I think he's a good guy. He's a good representation for the league.
Right.
He's a good representation. He's a good rep for his team. Seems like he does the right thing. He's smart. He's very talented. Eyeball tests. He's gorgeous. Well, I mean, you could not design, like, what is he? He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's got a cannon for an arm, he's smart, good teammate, like, he's perfect. But you got to win. And in these moments, when you're going up against a guy like Patrick Mahomes and you have an opportunity, you got to get it done. And the reason I think I got to lean with Acho a little bit is we are so nice about this with Justin Herbert because of the eyeball test. Look, we tend to be nice to, good-looking people. It happens. What is this? Okay? Not about just physically. I'm saying he looks fun to watch. He has a big arm. Yeah. He's exciting. He's electrifying, but he's not getting it done. You can't throw that interception in that moment. You can't do it.
Can't do
if it was anyone else, any one of his peers, we would be roasting them on a spit right now.
That is a good point. I don't have a rebuttal to that. And I would say Justin Herbert gets treated more delicately than most quarterbacks who are in year 3.
Why? You're the journalist. You're the one who writes the articles.
Because he's amazing to watch.
I want to hear it from you, David Hellman, who probably wrote an article about Herbert this morning that I will not read.
Rude.
That's rude. Yeah, come on, man. Give me the click.
Support your friends.
He's incredibly fun to watch, and I also think part of it is Chargers don't matter that much. And I don't mean that to like throw shade at them, but think about the quarterbacks that we would kill. I mean, Dak Prescott.
Justin Fields.
Dak Prescott goes without saying.
No matter what.
Again, Philadelphia, these big cities with these passionate fan bases that are just always in the spotlight. Now, granted, this game got flexed to prime time, but I've lived in LA long enough to realize, like, it's very easy to drift below the radar in Los Angeles as a football player. I was literally joking. I was like, damn, there's a Sunday night game here this week. You're like, in 28 of 32 NFL cities, Sunday night football is the talk of the town from like Wednesday until the game. It's like, oh, you're in town for the game? The Chiefs are here? You kidding me? And here I was like, oh, wow, there's a game.
Yeah, we had Elton.
Yeah, like there's a game at SoFi. So that's not to let him off the hook. I just don't think the Chargers get treated like that because of a lack of fans.